What is up, YouTube? This is Hypergon, your chap with the cap, and finally, welcome to the conclusion of my month-long Halloween special, a very special Halloween edition of Throwdown Thursday. Now, I realize that I'm releasing this video on a Saturday, but I chose to wait on this one because today is Halloween, so yay, Halloween! But I just wanted to go for a more authentic date as opposed to the implied date in the name. Regardless, this is going to be a very unique deck, one that likely has not been seen for many, many years, if, well, honestly, ever. It is a Pumpking zombie deck. Now, it combines a lot of modern zombie deck elements, but I threw in Pumpking, because why not? The deck went through a lot of phases before finally becoming even remotely, kinda, sorta, semi-playable. But I believe I've gotten it about as good as it's going to be, so without any further ado, let's start off the holidays right with this very special edition of Throwdown Thursday and see what the King of Ghosts himself has to offer. Okay, so starting this one off, I only have the 3 duels for it. It's surprisingly difficult to get a good Pumpkin duel in. But starting this off, I'm going to be showing you a duel I had against a Gagaga player. Not the most common thing in the world, I know. There we go. Alright. So, like I said, this is going to be working primarily based off of this standard zombie engine. So I have usual zombie cards, Plague Spreader, Unizombie, Zombie Master, etc., etc. It went through a lot of different phases. The main reason I wanted to try out this deck, aside from just the holidays, was that while playing on a phone app game, one of the cards that carried me the heaviest through it was Princess of Ghosts, and so I figured I could probably do something funny with it. A nice little tech card that actually proved extremely handy was Ghostrick Lantern. He and Jack Frost honestly do tend to be fairly common little tech pieces. Just because they are pretty good for stopping, you know, big attacks, OTKs, things like that. And these are Jack-o'-lanterns, so I figured, hey, in the spirit of the holidays, why not? So, I guess he wasn't aware that Beals can't be destroyed because he eats into the Gaga Bolt. As you can see, he has Beatrice. For those of you guys who don't know who Beatrice is the new Burning Abyss boss monster, referencing the, woman that Dante was trying to save by going into the Burning Abyss. The only reason I Raigeki during main phase 2 there was just I did not like that big field he had set up. It just didn't go well with me, so I figured I'd go ahead and take care of that. He tries to got revenge. I figured, you know what, that was a good time to use this NFT, so I do that. And lo and behold, he has another one. But it's one less he had, so I still feel good about it. This was a kind of an interesting thing that he did here. He went for a rank 7 play for Dark Magician of Illusion to get base Dark Magician. I was confused why he did this, I've never seen this card in action. He just straight up banished my monster. I honestly couldn't believe it. So I stopped this one with Lantern, just so I don't take too much damage. This deck was actually surprisingly fun to play. I was not expecting that. There's our lady now, Pump Princess. But rather than going for the silly play, since I knew what would be coming, I figured I would just go ahead and go for a big play. Here, I didn't even need to use Unizombies effect. I could just do all that. Punch 3k. I was feeling pretty good about it at this point. I mean, yeah, I knew he was still going to get this stuff off, but I wasn't too concerned immediately. Just because I hadn't seen any evidence of the clown aspect until now. This is when I realized this deck was running off the Clown Blade engine, and that was just kind of annoying, but you know, whatever. He used it in with the Gaga's. Sorry about that. So, yeah, at this point he kind of had game here. I gotta give it to him. For a Gaga player, that was actually pretty impressive to be able to get around a Beals. So, yeah. That's one down. Not doing too good so far. Next up, we got a bit of a mirror match here. This is actually a pretty good duel. Well, it's not really a mirror match per se. Right side. There we go. This was just a match between two zombie decks. This guy was going for a more of a Nether Soul Dragon kind of a thing, and I'm obviously just going for more productive things, but semantics, honestly. So he tries to flip that. I'm like, no, I'm not having any of that today. Bottomless. So I have all these things. I don't really feel like going into big synchro decks. I do want to kind of actually be able to use Pump Princess's effect. It is more helpful than you would think, actually. Well, if you can get it going anyway. This deck is inherently kind of slow. Oh, application. One side note, for those of you guys who aren't aware, Konami has actually announced their newest ban list, and I will be going over that in the near future. So if you guys want to see my thoughts and opinions on that, just stick around for a little bit. But yeah, for now, anyway, back to this. So I just get out of Beals. I'm leaving Pump Princess there because I don't really feel like he can do anything too terribly bad to it right now. For you guys who don't know what Pump Princess does, I imagine be a lot of people. If she is destroyed face up in a monster zone, then she can be sent to spell trap cards to continue a spell card, and during each standby phase, she gets a pumpkin counter, which causes all monsters the opponent loses 100 attack and defense. And basically 2 times during each turn that you're waiting for, so it's a pretty decent card, actually. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't synchro summon here. I'm guessing he may just not had any more viable targets. He de-prisoned me. Pretty much the only way to get rid of Beals. So I set the Castle Dark Illusions, hoping that wouldn't happen, so I would be able to distribute Pump Princess in order to get Pumpking out, flip summon it, and be golden. Unfortunately, things started happening here that I was not prepared for. He does, however, finally get rid of my Pump Princess, which was pretty nice. He manages to steal my unit zombie, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. No, wait, no, it's not a whatever. He gets a Void Over out of it. I forgot about that part. Yeah, so not the greatest hand in the world. Unfortunately, not much I can really do here. I just figure, you know what, hell, let's just get another Pump Princess out. See if I can make a difference. I have this Lantern in my hand, so hopefully I can survive this. He just used Nether Soul's effect for reasons completely unknown to me. Oh, sorry, I was trying to use my face, so I guess that makes sense. So he gets rid of that Pump Princess. Hits that one, which I immediately put back in there. I know I'm going to have to take some hits. This one I decided to stop with Lantern because now I'll have a defensive monster to stop Braum with. But I will still be left with little more than just a little Pumpkin Princess to kind of try and save me. Yes, his monsters will all be minus 200, but they're still big enough to kill me. Now at this point, normally I would have been ecstatic because it's like, yes, I can get rid of one of them. Got Void Ogre had a thing with that, so yeah, unfortunately, I was just trying to set up some defense. He decided to Vandalize me, so there's nothing I could do about that. So that was quite literally all I could manage on this one. I really had nothing else. And he's just going to show off for a little bit here. Not really anything coming out of it. Yeah. Can't really say anything, though. It is kind of fun to do that stuff from time to time. And so, that's the end of that one. Truly tragic. So, rounding off this one, we have our grand finale. I'm presently I'm basically 0 for 2 right now, so here's what I'm going to pull through with one little come from behind victory. See if I can show what this deck truly has to offer. I think this was easily my strongest duel. So starting off with Standard Pump Princess, second my, I believe that was Monarch Strong 4th. Yes, it was. And at this point, I had no idea I was facing off against super heavy samurais. I figured, alright, this shouldn't be too bad. I can handle this. Suzuki's pretty big and beefy. Let's just try and smack it with my axe. A little bit of damage, but nothing that's ultimately relevant in the duel. So, this one goes on for quite some time. Flutist gets out big bang K. At this point, I'm terrified. So, Pump Princess is eating that, but I get her set up early, which is nice, and it does play into effect later on, believe me. So I get Lantern there. I was unaware that Big Bang K got 2 attacks, so that caught me a little off guard. I do have a fun little thing I can do here. Get rid of that thing quite easily. Distribute it with Monster Storm 4th for Pumpking. Kind of a downgrade compared to what I could have done, honestly, but I was more concerned with getting rid of the Big Bang K than anything else. So, he's gonna do this, get back, get another Big Bang K out, and go for Arc. I guess he was thinking he could have taken my Pumpkin, but because he wasn't special summoned, that is actually very much not how that works. So this one I kind of need to draw a monster, and thankfully I do. So I'm able to actually do Zombie Master stuff. Part of me wants to just set the play the Plump Prince and see what happened, but I was too low on life points. That'd be a good idea. So I decided Dark Rebellion would be my best bet. Just get a big beefy monster on the field and just try and kill these things. The Arc is no longer a threat, just something that won't die. But I currently have the biggest monster on the field, and they're only getting weaker. This is how good Pump Princess can potentially be. So I fortunately still have all of my stuff in my graveyard that I need. But right now, all I really need is the Zombie Master. I'm not trying to go for too big of a power play here. I just need something. So, for reasons unknown to me, he summoned this thing in attack mode. I guess he didn't... I don't even know why he did that, honestly. Okay, I guess he was thinking he could have used my monsters for, Synchro Summon, but the problem is that most of them require, like, or something, so that was... or maybe he didn't have a valid target, I don't know. Not very well thought out. So I had to go for a Castel for the sole reason of protecting my Pumpkin, because I did not want to take that space. That would have hurt. So now I have a 2k wall there, so he has to have at least 2k out to be able to do anything to me. And not. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I feel like, okay, Pumpkin actually going to be able to do something here. That's amazing. Pumpkin never does anything. So I decided to swing for this just because I know I can still get game without it, but this thing cannot be destroyed by battle, so I really can't do anything to it right now, which is annoying. I didn't put any rank 6s in the deck, so I can't just summon the other Pumpkin and go pump that. So I'm really out of options right now until I can figure out what to do about it. The problem is, I really can't think of anything to do about it. Again, for reasons unknown to me, Pumpkin just magically gains attack there. I don't know why. At that point, I was kind of beating myself up over having not used the, Book of Life to banish that Big Bang K and get back one of my monsters. I probably could have done something with that, honestly, now that I think about it. If I had gone back like a Zombie Master. Oh well, hindsight is 2020, so... Kino gets a big play setup, gets Ragnar 0, which, for some reason, destroys my Dark Rebellion, which is kind of annoying. I am still scratching my head as to why he did that, but whatever. Could have gained me if he had attacked in the right order. So at this point, I'm like, alright, I gotta go in now. I gotta go in hard, or I am going to die. And the problem is, I went in a little too hard. I should not have summoned them all in attack mode. That was my undoing. Now I will go for Cowboy, catch here for 800, bringing down to 200 life points. And I'll bring back Pumpkin just for defensive measures. But the problem is, he already has Big K up, and I have an attack this monster that is far weaker than it, even with all the princess tokens I've gotten on it. So, unfortunately, it doesn't make much of a difference. He then does this, which reduces all of that. And so he's able to swing for game. If I had been smart enough to put it in defense position or just not summon at all, who knows what would have happened. I might have actually been able to pull from behind and win. Unlikely, but stranger things have happened. But that is all I have for you guys for this week and for the month of Halloween. Thank you very much. It has been a lot of fun doing this. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you thought of these duels and of my Halloween special. If it gets enough positive feedback, I will come back next year to do it again. Halloween's one of my favorite time of year, so I'm always happy to celebrate in any way that I can. You can also give me your feedback on my Facebook page. There's a link to it in the description down below. Of course, don't forget to also like this video and subscribe to my channel on Facebook for further content. And yeah, until next time, happy Halloween!